Very pleasant. A good evening to one and all, and welcome to the REGTC here on AI Live. It is our final clash for the evening. It is the Eagle Claw FC. They will be taking on the Diamond FC. The lineup for the Eagle Claw today, it does appear as if they'll be starting with 10. In goal, they do have listed Raquel Cyril, and somebody is wearing Raquel Cyril's number, but not quite sure who it is just yet. I'll Griffith and ask him. In defense, on the captain, well, it's supposed to be the number 13 in Khalifa Francis. But he's not there as I'm seeing right now. A number of key players for the Claw that are usually there are not there. But back today is Phillian Robertson. He is the number 7. The man Sean Brown Yatta, he's number 11. Keanu Jeffers, he is the number 12. Chadwick Samuel, the number 17. Rohan Taylor, the number 19. Ramin Kabi, number 20. Miguel Walker, number 29, and the big man for them today, who is back, Joe Tazi. He's the number 16. And I'm looking to see how the Claw will line up. It does look like Yatta is playing at the back, and they've made an adjustment in their starting 11. So Dylan Richardson, he is coming in to the starting 11, and it's Javid Bryan, as I suspected, who is in goal for the Eagle Claw. So Brian is in goal. There's no Prezi for them today. The Manzolande Williams there. There's no Raquel Cyril, who's in keeping as of recently. And it does appear as if they'll be playing with a 4-4-1 to start with. I'll get you through the Diamond lineup in just a moment. I'm trying to figure out how they are playing a 4-4-1 for now. And Yatta's playing at center back. And when the tablet decides it's going to load, I'll tell you who is playing at center back with. But the DFC do kick us off. It's the Rabbit getting a start today for the DFC. Immediately the DFC on the attack. Finally got it back up. This is Rohan Taylor. He's playing at centre back with Yatta. So at number 32 in Dylan Richardson, he's playing at right back. Over on the left, it's Miguel Walker playing at left back. Walker plays. Yes, Tazi. It's Joe Tazi, and Billington had to get that one right, and he did get it right. So it looks like Gordon. No, it's Romain Kabi playing off the right. In midfield, it is the man Phillian Robinson and Keanu Jeffers. And then Chadwick Samuel and Joe Tazi. As a shot comes in, it's up and over. Chadwick is operating off the left for now, as they are playing one short, and just Tazi. He's a lone man up front. As it's the Eagle Claw with Romain Kabi. Tried to flick it, but flicked it the wrong way. And the Rabbit booting it into no man's land. Plays it wider here for Walker. And Walker dispossessed rather easily. Here come the DFC breaking away with numbers. Gives himself too much work to do there, however. A bit too much. Hawley. Tough wide here. Still maintaining possession of the DFC. Back of Captain Fleming. Launching it. The Rabbit will try to chase. And Brian comes out.
Outside with the ball.
Oh, did the entire. Give him the benefit of the doubt by referee Gums. Trying to get the DFC lineup up for you, but
technical difficulty. That is your hand.
It might be. It might just be. Here's Millington. Inside the well here for Hawley. Hawley with an incisive pass through. This one booted forward again.
So Francis is in a striking position.
Indeed. Samuel. He'll lose out. It's back with Fleming. Gale, who played up front for them last time. He's playing over as the right sided defender because Jane Rowan has gotten the start up front for them with the Rabbit. So it does look like the DFC team is from the left to right. It's Hawley playing at left back. It's Millington playing at centre back today with Fleming.
That's a foul.
And the Gale over at right back. Then it's Peters and Stiffy in the midfield.
Oh, this
Delaney Francis has pace. Delaney Francis is going to make it 1-0. That's incisive. That's as quick as you like. Delaney Francis. Just like that, the Diamonds lead.
It's something I've been asking for a period of time since his transfer. I would love to see him up front. He's up front and he's in the back of the net. He is on the score sheet in the 4th minute of play. It's 1-0 in favor of Diamond FC.
I was waiting on Johnson to come back. I was waiting on.
Who's the fastest man in the league? Who's the fastest man in the league?
I was waiting on it. That man may have a shout.
Jacob's faster than Delaney? Nobody answering me.
I think so. But with his goal just now.
We want to hear Millie.
I tell you, you have to look at who you are up against.
In fairness, it was Yatta and Walker on that side.
It was Walker he was up against. He was up against Walker. Walker couldn't get the better of Francis, and it was an absolutely striker's finish.
Indeed. Compose as you like. I've gotten the lineup up, but I think I figured it out for the most part. So Peters is playing the midfield along with Stiffy. Jalen is playing, Jared is playing as a number 10. Delaney Francis occupying the right side. And up front it is Jane Rowan and the Rabbit. Over the top here for Jane Rowan. It's a good dummy. It's going to find Kevoy Hawley here. Hawley puts it across, and the Rabbit is offside. Oh, that's incisive. Oh, they look good, the DFC. They've woken up. They've started strongly. The Rabbit with a good finish, but just offside.
That was a good build-up. Good ball. Lovely ball. And the AR said, that's not a fair goal. That's not going to count.
This Eagle Claw defense is going to be in for a very, very long night.
One thing that Brown would have to do is to stay disciplined. He will have to stay disciplined to what is required of him. We have seen in recent times where he's found wanting out of that defense.
Launch forward by Millington. Headed on, and Brian is playing very high. I don't know too much about Javin Bryan, but he looks like a keeper. Everything that Javin Bryan is doing is just looks like a solid keeper. His distribution, his footwork, his starting position, This is lovely by Jeffers. Brilliant by Keanu Jeffers. It's going to be a foot race here for Joe Tazi. He want to get there, but that was the right idea. Just saying, the man Plunkett walking in front of us. Brilliant performance by him today. Very, very good performance today by the man Plunkett. Peters shifts this one wide now for the goal scorer. It's a ball and a half trying to find Jared Smeens. Emphasis on the half.
Just too
because
much
he put a
weight.
bit too much on it.
Just too much weight on that one. But it was a good idea. Very good idea. Just too much weight on it. Haven't seen Jaden Fleming just yet. Maybe at work.
Jaden, is Jaden here? I don't know if it's Jaden. Here is Jeffers. Tazi. Let this one go. Phillian Robinson gives it away. Millington. Francis. Trying to find the rabbit. And Brian does well. Walker.
Oh, good foot in there by
Very
Rabbit.
good foot there by the rabbit. Here comes Chadwick Samuel, however. Samuel showing a turn of pace. The old pace that we know Chadwick to have for so long. He's done very well, has Chadwick Samuel, to hold off an entire DFC defense. Trying to spin and turn and claw his way through, and he does win a free kick.
One thing that DFC doesn't have in the box
It's height.
is height. And so they have to be very careful about giving away corners and free kicks.
Alex pretty much has to win everything in the air.
Well, it's either Alex or Carlos. That's not a good free kick. That's not a good free kick.
Not at all. Not at all. It's out for a goal kick. 1-0 here in the early goings of this one. Goal coming from the boot of Delaney Francis. A very good finish, really. Good pace. A good strike into the bottom corner. And this claw side, this claw defense, is going to have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of pace up front to contend with.
That man Rabbit doesn't get tired.
Oh no. The rabbit can run forever. He's literally a rabbit.
He can run. He's like a pest at your defense.
He's annoying. I remember one of the great tactical moves I've ever seen here in this league
Was against Royal Lions.
was when he brought on the rabbit, who single-handedly won in the game versus the Roaring Lions. It was a simple move. He's not the best technically,
No.
but he has pace.
Indeed.
You want pace to run at that defense. He got 2 breakaways. He scored both. You don't know how the rabbit does it. He doesn't look like the most natural striker, but he scores goals, you know.
It was very much a tactical move by Coach Linton, and it worked.
He couldn't play a single card wrong that day. Everything was going his way. Every single thing was going his way. It's good play. It's going to find Hawley, and Hawley trying to send Jaden running. Kabi. Richardson. Kabi. Well, there's no runner. He's going to put it forward anyway with Phillian Robinson. Jeffers. Richardson. Sit back and defers to Phillian Robinson. Taylor back to Robinson. Shifted wider here from Walker. And Walker immediately under siege by Delaney Francis. And Francis does well. And Francis is running. He has Yatta for company. And Yatta absolutely crunches him. Here's a challenge for you. Now
The
it's
chopper man.
Hawley. Peters. Smeens. Hawley again. Trying to find Rowan there with that pass. Peters. Smeens. Hawley. Hawley takes a touch down the line. Whips a dangerous ball into the mixer. And it's Kevon. Ooh, it's Kevon Hawley there. And it's not dealt with. And he has to went for a swing and a miss. It's back with Trevor Peters. And Delaney Francis. Francis again. Francis puts it in. It's come off the head and it's gone away for a corner. Well, that was not the most convincing.
Certainly not.
Did the job, but it didn't look as game as you would have liked. It'll be a corner for the DFC. He's going up, so you know whose head they're targeting. He scored one the last game. It's Millington. He'll be coming out the back post. That's exactly where they're going to try and put that ball.
He's asking for it, and Kirby doesn't see him.
Oh, he's not the best delivery at all. He's going to miss Jalen putting in those in-swingers from that position. Peters.
The referee's getting in the way. The referee wants to play football.
Well, Neil Gump has a habit for getting in the way. It's good to see the man Sean Hodge back. If I was talking, he was away playing some cricket.
He's a natural cricketer. You know, that's what he do. That's what he plays cricket.
The Rhode Islands, they did have a couple games recently trying to form really a Leeward Islands A side, if you will. A side to be like a pipeline from as it's an acrobatic effort. Still bouncing around, eventually cleared. So there for the DFC, you know. It's well done there by the Rabbit. Hawley wants to launch. Tazi gets in the way. Jeffers can clear. So you saw a number of Anguillians that have not quite broken into the Leeward Island side. Getting a run out there for that mini tournament, if you like. You saw, of course, the aforementioned Sean Hodge was there. Janelle Richardson was out there. The man Dion Burton was out there. Also, Dimitri Adams was out there as well. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone, but those are the ones I can remember off the top of my head. I know for sure what out there. I can't pull up the squad if I need to.
Gale puts this one in for Smeens, who goes wide.
Indeed, so I don't think what it was Dimitri Adams who played for Team Water and for Team Wind. It was a Sean Hodge, Dion Burton in there as well.
Well, Doc, this weekend, it's a wonderful weekend of cycling here in Angola. And come on Sunday, it's going to be...
hold up just a minute there. It's not just Sunday. On Saturday, that's when things kick off. Saturday is when things do get started.
Free kick taken, heads going up, cleared by Kirby. Only as far as Hawley, that's Kevoy. All played wide to Alex, who does well to get that one back. Again, the cross. That one is overhit.
So we do have the full schedule for the John T. Memorial for you. On July 6th, which is tomorrow, you do have your youth races and your senior races starting at 10 in the AM. And then on Sunday, July 7th, the big one, the The classic road race starting from at 9 in the AM. And that's going to be a big race. It always is.
Millington putting this one out.
And one of the big questions in the cycling world right now in Angola is Angola's #1 cyclist to come out and race with John T. It's going to be a big question. Nobody knows. Everyone's waiting to see if he'll show up.
Is he on island?
He's here. I can tell you that he is here because he's been on radio a couple times recently doing some interviews. He's not quite given. He's been hush hush, and
very tight-lipped.
Very tight-lipped. He's not been tight-lipped about how he's felt he's been treated. As a lovely ball, the rabbit is in behind. The rabbit has been taken out, and Neil has to make a huge call here. It will be a card. What color is it?
Yellow.
It's yellow. Luckily for him, that was a reckless challenge, really, there by the man Phillian Robinson. I don't know. That's what I will say. I don't know how he survived that one there.
Well, I think you need to go and shake the hand of the referee.
I need to ask the referee sitting next to me.
You need to go and shake the referee's hand.
By my understanding of the rule, that is a red card offense. I'm going to ask the referee sitting next to me. That's a red.
It's a red card.
Oh, yes, it was a red. Denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity.
It is.
It looks like a red from first view.
It has been said that I speak biasly.
No.
So I'm glad that you called it.
Yes, it looks like from my first instinct, it looks like dog.
But the rules of it is, if you are denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity, if you are denying a goal scoring opportunity, it is indeed. Or denying an obvious goal, it is a red card.
From my vantage
point, he was the second to last defense.
He was the last defender on the field, and all the goalkeepers behind him. And from my vantage point, from what I saw, please bear in mind, I don't have the best angle. But from what that's a lovely ball there by Smeeds, and Francis again!
Oh,
he's put it wide!
How did he put that one wide? Only he can tell you. He had to stretch, and he just put it wide. But Robinson is lucky to be on the field. Very, very lucky to be on the field. That should have been a straight red card. That was dark, so he was well on his way into the box, on goal, and on the edge of the penalty area. He was taken out, just outside the arc, really. But he was going to goal. Direction,
from my vantage
proximity, everything was on, and he was the second to last defender.
It's not just that. From what I saw, this is with the naked eye. Please bear in mind, I've not seen the replay yet. I don't think Robinson ever made an attempt to go for that ball either. His only hope was trying to take out the attacker. He cleared out the rabbit. It looked like a straight red to me.
Well. Claw is fortunate. Very fortunate. But it's 1-0 in favor of Diamond FC.
Private goal there by Jeffers. It was rather tame for race to deal with. The Eagle Claw, they're already playing one short. They're lucky to not be playing with 9.
Well, Cyril is here, so whether or not he has uniform to go in the goal or to play on the field, we wait to see.
It's one thing I know for sure is that Griff has a uniform somewhere in that car.
Also, I think the switch might come where he will go into the goal.
So it looks like he's putting on.
Yeah,
he's yet to go in goal, and Brian may come out onto the field. It's going to be a free kick again. This means does have Alex the aim at this time. Millington has stayed back. This means puts this one in with pace. He was targeting Alex. It's out for a throw.
Not a bad effort at all. Not a bad effort. Just missing, just eluding the head there of Alex.
It's a bit too much height on that one. Richardson. They've done well to keep it in play. Remain Kirby. Kirby has an option. That option being Keanu Jeffers. Ron Taylor. It's feeling Robinson. Still feeling Robinson is driving. Robinson was a lovely ball through as well, looking for Chadwick Samuel. I've gotten a replay now. I'm looking at it. The rabbit was clean through. There was never an attempt to go for the ball.
Red card every day of the week.
Aye. As now our referee Gums allowing
The change.
the change to come. So Cyril is going to go in goal, and Brian, I suspect, will be going on to the field. Yes, he has his jersey on underneath his goalkeeping uniform, because he's giving Raquel Cyril back his jersey, number 69 jersey. If Brian's not a keeper, he looks very much like a keeper. He fooled me.
He did a good job. He would have conceded one goal, but he did a good job.
So Cyril takes over the duties in net. That's Robinson. And Robinson puts it in, hangs it up toward the penalty spot. Keanu Jeffers. That's this one off for Ron Taylor. Richardson. Kirby. And Ruan is going to try and get there. He's in a chugging race with Yatta. And Yatta chugs faster. And wins a free kick as well.
Walker. Walker is leaving the field. Is it a night for him?
He looks like he's hobbling.
Yes.
Did the sub board go up?
No, it's not a substitution because remember they're short.
Yeah, playing short. Walker
So
is
it's injury.
hobbling.
And he has gone to the bench. He asked, what's a substitution he was asking for?
Yeah, has to come on. And Griff is going to get some spray.
So there are 10 men.
They were going to have 11. No Walker came off. So now they're back to 10. Stiffield's a lovely ball. He's going to try and find Delaney again. It's that burst of pace. Delaney's causing all sorts of problems right now.
All sorts of trouble down that right flank.
This is where I always thought Delaney's best position was. The best I've ever seen Delaney play was playing for Kicks United. When Defaria played off one side, Delaney played off the other side, and Malley just played through the middle and gave them both balls for days. Just put them wide, let them run.
I think that's his place. I'm not sure. He plays in the left back position for. That's where he played for Uprising. That's where he played for the national team. But I really think that he has the quality of a striker.
But it's strange as well as look at Jaheim Lynch has made his way. He made his way into the stadium. He'll be coming on very shortly, I do suspect.
Yes.
But you see Francis, he played in midfield when he played with Yellow House. When he won the championship with Yellow House, he was starting in midfield for them. He went to the national side. He was playing at centre back for the national team at underage level. He played like full back for the national team at underage level. He's played at full back at club level. He's played off the wing at club level. He's played in central midfield at club. He's played all over the shop because one of the big things I've heard about Francis chipped over his head. He's good. He's quality, but we don't know where to put him. We don't know where his best position is because he's so good everywhere he plays.
So Lynch is going to be making his way onto the field. He is in the starting lineup.
I think he's going to have to come on as a sub for Walker because they made two adjustments to the starting 11. They brought in the number 32 Richardson, and they also brought in Brian, who started in goal.
So Lynch will make his way on, and that is for Walker. That will be on the next dead ball.
Samuel has Romain Kirby running. Holly did well to get there first. So Walker's night is done. Lynch will be coming in. Will he play at left back or will he go to right back? He's naturally right-footed. He's very right-footed, actually. He's actually completely right-footed. There is no left foot. Lynch tries to swing with the left. It didn't quite go in the direction that he planned. And their runners, one of them is Jared Smeans. It's overhit.
It wasn't overhit, you know. It wasn't overhit. Jared was running in rather than running wing. That is what went wrong. He was running. He was running in rather than, had he gone down the wing, he would have picked that one up. He would have picked that one up, but he didn't.
That's why you always hear coaches scream, start wide,
Start
then
wide,
come in.
indeed.
It makes your life easier. You wonder what, I can tell you why a lot of wingers don't really get that. It's because when you're playing out wide, you just feel isolated. You feel away from all the action. So you just tend to get sucked a little bit trying to get onto the ball.
It's like when you're on the cricket field and you're down to third man and final leg. All alone. When there is no crowd. If there is a crowd, you don't mind staying down there. When there's no crowd, it's just a lonesome place. That ball is given away to Jotazi. Very left-footed. That's a very left-footed man.
Indeed. It's Peters. What I will say, I never really fielded at third man or fine leg, but I was there once in a game. I fielded there once out of necessity. Smeans is going to find Francis here, and Francis hits it. It was a bullet. It was a tracer bullet. And had Cyril gotten a hand to that, that would have taken his hand clean off with it.
Hey, may have scored Cyril.
It would have scored, the ball would have scored, Cyril would have scored, and his hand would have been behind with the Doms.
My. That was a rocket of a shot. I remember in secondary school, we had a striker, Patterson. I remember that he took a shot one time and broke the keeper hand.
that is extremely, because I remember a similar story when I was playing back in primary school. I played against the Road Primary School. Well, it was called Agent T at the time. It had been changed to Adrian T. And I took a shot from about the halfway line. I completely toe-poked it. I've never admitted that before live. I completely toe-poked it. I just hit it and I hoped, and I scored the ball and I broke the keeper's fingers in the process. told the story a few times. Those who were around those days, they'll know the goal I'm talking about. That's a hit by Hawley, you know.
A number of the Diamond players has a good left foot. Very good left foot. You have Smith, Hawley, Millington,
I think there's
Smins.
I think there's still something left to unlock in young Kivoy Hall. There's still something in there that Coach Lynn has not quite gotten out of him yet. There's so much ability for him to own the left side. He's not quite made it his own just yet. Little has stuck with him, but there's still been those little moments, little errors. I'm trying to understand why the fourth official was just absolutely booking it.
I thought for the ball, and there are limited ball boys. In fact, there is only one.
There's one. I think there's one the first game as well.
No, there were more of them on the first game.
There were. I didn't notice them.
There were.
Who's the fourth? You didn't see what that fourth is, but there's some track speed there.
That is the man Claxton.
Well, it's a Claxton. There you go. That explains it.
It's Claxton. And he is indeed an.
Well, his last name is Claxton. Claxtons are just born for the track. As row one is offside. Tight call, but just leaning, says the AR. Coach Linton not the happiest. But again, he's never the happiest. Samuel takes a touch, shows a turn of pace, tries to put on the afterburners. Out for a corner. Past the half-hour mark here. In the 35th minute of play. DFC, for all of their dominance in the early going,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was a corner. The player was walking down the field. I think Chad would have given up that the ball came off him. He would have sold that. Corner for the Eagle Claw nonetheless in the 35th minute of play. It's 1-0. Goal coming in the 4th minute of play from the boot of
Delani Francis. This is put in high. And it's not quite convincing. It is! No, it's not going to be a pen. It's going to be an appeals war going up both ways. The whistle when the third was pointing to the spot for a handball. So he says, no, you were leaning on him. You can't quite rest all your body weight on somebody. Millington. Hawley. That's what I'm talking about. This is the potential he has here. It's a lovely ball there by Hawley. That's what I want to see a lot more often from that young man, because that ability with the left foot to put in those crosses when he makes the overlapping run, you need to see that a lot more out of Kevin Hawley's game. He's so good at it.
I would have loved to see him carry the ball into the 18.
He could have taken a touch to the byline as well if he wanted to. Be a bit more decisive. Take a touch to goal, make your life easier. Because then from there, you can choose whether you want to have a shot, put it into the mixer. You have options now. The fourth fish is doing more running than anything else. Where's Claxton going this time? As the ball comes into the near post and
corner
behind in front of the corner.
Brong didn't read that one well. Ball coming off him and going out for another corner. That was going to go out.
Indeed, we took no chances. This means to the far post here. Not quite done at the rabbit. And it's out for a claw throw. Well, that rabbit, he's going out of the game just a bit slowly but surely. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the adjustment that was made by the claw. But it is going to be Smeens 1v1. Lovely work by Richardson. That's great defending there by Richardson.
Holding his own.
Very well. Not the fastest, not the most fit, but again, just intelligence of the game, understanding of football to know that he can afford to give Smeens the outside. He just can't show him inside.
And so Brian has gone up into that striker's role. Chad has come into the middle. Chad started on the on the left. He is now running through the middle, and Brian has gone down the left.
I was a bit confused. I thought they were playing full strength, but then I realized Tazi's off the field now. They had a full 11 and they've lost a full 11 again because now Tazi's behind. He's behind here trying to walk off an injury, I do believe. Lovely turn by Jeffers. He's outpacing Delaney Francis. He's going to try and put this one through here for Brian. And Reyes comes. And Chadwick Samuel is there. And Chadwick Samuel can't quite find the target. And DFC, they're trying to clear it. They claims it was a hand. The referee, Neil Gum, says, hold on, he's going to check on the player.
Brian goes down. Brian goes down.
Well, it was a challenge. It was a challenge there by Reyes. He had to get that one right, you know.
He had to get it. He didn't get it right. He didn't get it right, and Chad made a hash of it. Millington took the shot in his back. Well, somebody taking one for the team. That's what it is.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out. I think the only change that the club have made is that they've gone to 11, but they've not played with 11 for the majority of the game. They've played with 10. But somehow, as the game has gone on, they've just slowly but surely just grown into the game. They've started creating some chances, and the game looks very evenly matched right now.
It is, indeed.
After the early blitz by Francis, we thought that the DFC would just roam away with this one, but it's very close after that. Francis should have scored another one.
He could have.
Should have scored another.
Well, they have scored two. They were denied one goal.
The Rabbit was called in an offside position.
Going back on the, looking at it very much wasn't offside.
The only we just where we are, where the camera is, we just can't quite get the answer. Those tight offside calls, you just never know exactly what the call is.
Yes.
Some of them are blatantly obvious. Some are blatant. But those ones like that are so tight that can go either way. It's going to be a drop ball for the DFC. It's supposed to drop ball for the keeper.
It was in the box.
Usually when it's in the box, it's a drop ball to the keeper. Here's the Rabbit. It's the Rabbit trying to run. The Rabbit is doing well. Oh, cleared. And Cyril will get there in the end.
Oh, you can't take it up. Oh, good work. Good
brilliant
composure.
Brilliant by Raikil Cyril. Dribble out to man and got out of there. Smeens. Hawley. Smeens. Muscled off the ball. It will be a free kick to the Eagle Claw. Smeens took a bit too long there. Needed to be a bit more decisive. In the final third, you need a decision a lot faster. Oh no, what's that?
He was looking for Kabi.
Oh no, he got the technique all wrong. And back to DFC. Smeens. Kivoy Hawley. It across, no one really there for to attack it. Struggling to clear it now on the claw. Eventually Samuel find Taz is back on the field now. Tazi. He's done well, needs some support. Carby now. Jeffers. Trying to force it in toward Tazi. Robinson. Again, the claw finally back to a full 11 because they've gotten a man in a rich. No, it's not Richardson.
Oh, that could be trouble.
It could be a lot of trouble. It's Smeens who's on his bike. And Smeens puts it across here. And Cyril was alert to the danger. It was Brian who was trying to get back. But now the clock finally, after 43 minutes, have a full 11 on the pitch.
1-0. 1-0.
Hawley deflected. Cyril there first again. Lynch.
Brian doesn't look like he's moving very freely.
Oh no.
It doesn't look.
I think we can tell that the answer to the question is he is a keeper. He looks a lot more comfortable in goal than he does out there. But we've seen a number of keepers scoring recently. That's a good no, it's not a good challenge. He will be booked as well. It's a yellow card for, and that's the area of his game that I wanted him to eliminate. There was no need to throw the challenge this far out and this far wide. You don't need it.
I'll tell you something. Doc. And I would have said this to Johnson before. There are some players on Diamond team. If you pit him,
Can't stop sliding. I know a few. Some players minds.
you can't ask Harley and Kevoy to stay on his feet. You can't ask Smith to stay on his feet. You can't ask Millington
to stay on his
feet. They don't know what that is.
Not at all.
They just don't know what that is. On the female side, you can't ask Linton, that's Adia, to stand on her feet.
That's all. You couldn't get Adia to stand on her feet if you paid her. Here's Jeffers. Oh no. Is that one wrong? Francis. Twisted in every which way, but couldn't quite gain possession. Taz tries to poke it back. Robinson. Richardson. Jeffers. He's so good as Keanu Jeffers.
2 minutes at a time.
Back across to Cyril. Lynch. The Rabbit on a solo pressing mission, and the Rabbit has one possession here. Smeens. Francis.
Good for the shot, you know.
It's through trying to find the Rabbit. Cyril comes across well. Gets the header right, does Hawley.
It's a break foot pass.
Indeed. Richardson. He's played very well today, has Dylan Richardson. Millie. Some good footwork there by Trevor Peters. Hawley, oh, he's offside. You know he's offside. Gums is not seeing it. And Francis goes for it! It's just wide, and now he sees the offside flag. Well, it was audacious, and it was almost brilliant there by Delaney Francis.
There's less than 30 seconds to play in this game, this half. It's 1-0 in favor of Diamond FC. Goal coming way back in the 4th minute of play.
Here's Cameron Jeffers. Jeffers driving. Jeffers trying to be incisive. Robinson with Hawley for company. Kirby. Samuel turns, fires just wide.
That's half time.
That was an effort and a half there by Chadwick Samuel, and he almost dragged his team back before the break. But at the half, the Diamond, for all of their good work, they just narrowly hang on to a 1-0 lead.
So it's 1-0. 1-0 at half time. With a goal coming in the 4th minute of play from the boot of Delani Francis. And it's Diamond FC going into the break, feeling the better of the two teams. So until we rejoin you in about 15 minutes or so, it's back to Master Control. Good night and welcome back to the REGTC. Well, there's a long conference after teams are supposed to be back on field. Francis is going to make his way in, and Richardson will give way for Francis. So once the big man shows up, somebody has to give way. And it's going to be not Richardson, but Brian.
I was going to say, I would be surprised if it was Richardson.
Brian.
Because he still looked like he had something in the tank.
Yes.
Brian looked finished.
Not Richardson, but Brian. Brian went down hard in the first half as a result.
I'm trying to see.
And the referee goes back to the tunnel.
So it appears that Yatta will come on to this left flank now. And
He'll play the midfield. He will go into the midfield.
I think he'll play off
on the
left.
wing.
Yes,
on the wing.
Yes, he'll come off the left wing. Yes. Off the left flank. And Francis Willis on the back of Taylor. Richardson stays over at right back. Lynch at left back. It is still the duo of Jeffers and Robinson in the midfield. The left is Yatta. Off the right is Kabi. And up front is going to be Tazi and the Chadwick Samuel. A good old box on it 4-4-2. One for the DFC, no changes thus far. They do have the advantage, the 1-goal advantage. A goal scored in the 4th minute by their number 4, Delaney Francis. Robinson. Samuel. The Rabbit. Giving it away toward Brown. That's Yatta Brown. Delaney Francis. Under some siege there in the midfield, but he does well. He goes back to his skipper in Fleming. Launching it. Smeens is onside here, and Jared Smeens is going to poke it home. Just a minute into the second half, and the DFC lead 2-0.
2 goals to nil. DFC leads. Jared Smeens into the back of the net. And I would like to go back to see the replay when the ball was initially played. Well, he was ahead of the defense. After. Whether or not it was an offside, it will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see when the ball was initially played whether or not he was in an offside position. But a very composed finish.
I think I saw the Jared Smeens run the entire time because he caught my eye when he started running. I think he started well behind, but the ball that came over a bit delayed. So did it make it over in time is the question. His run was good because he started from deep and came forward, but he saw that the big advantage he had was just how long it took for that ball to get over.
Indeed. So we are going to look for and to see if it was actually an offside, but it...
Samuel. They both get each other's way. Robinson is not happy.
It was indeed. I think it was indeed an offside, but I think that was that should have been called. It was indeed an offside.
Here's Lynch.
He could not delay his run long enough.
Good turn there by Jeffers. Robinson. There's still a connection, you know.
Argentina has played very well in that centre back position.
He's versatile. He plays at fullback, plays in the midfield, he plays at centre back. He does it all rather well. Still very young as Kabi takes a touch inside. Kabi tries to feed it through. It'll find Fillion Robinson. Cuts back inside, he easily past Francis. He hits it, it falls here for Brown. Brown tries to put it in. Does eventually get the ball in. He's still tussling forward to Sean Brown. Eventually it can be cleared up to the Rabbit. Away by Francis, up for a throw.
2 goals to nil. 2 goals to nil in favor of the Diamond FC. It should have been 2 goals, Doc, in the first half. One of the goal was denied for an offside call. That's a good call. That's a very good call.
But in fairness, the goal that you just got was offside.
It was.
So it makes up for it.
It was offside, and it was clear. It was clearly offside.
It makes up. It balances out in the end. Football, it is known as a great equalizer. It just has a way of balancing things out and making the playing field fair. As I say all the time, the ball never lies, you know. The ball is also, it bounces, it rolls, it doesn't lie. This means that's a foul.
And he Smins has to be careful, because that was a reaction because he thought that he was fouled and there was no call.
Indeed.
And so his reaction there was because of. And so had he gotten a card, he had no one else to blame but himself. The referee runs the game. You have to respect. Whether you agree with the call or not, you have to respect the referee's call.
You can't just go around pushing a tushy everywhere. Johnson, as Johnson likes to say, he was trying to use his rump, but he used his rump illegally. It's good work there by Hawley, the Rabbit. He's playing like a ball progressor now. Why is the Rabbit so deep?
Rabbit, too much weight on that one. Way too much weight on that one for.
He's in it like a ball handler.
Yes.
He's popping into the space, demanding the pass and laying it off. When did the Rabbit become a primary ball handler at DFC?
Oh.
Just the camera may have just taken a glance over. I don't know if you can see a large contingent over on what we like to christen the Leon Jeffers Pavilion. You know, that's where Leon Jeffers resides always. That's the only place he sits when he's not coaching. A very large cohort there over on the dorms. Those are all the cyclists that are in Anguilla before the John T. Memorial cycling race. The cyclists and, of course, their contingent from the various countries. Was Robinson not just on the left wing 20 seconds ago? Yet he's out there. Cyril, that's dangerous. It's very dangerous, Cyril. Francis was in a battle there with Lynch. Jeffers. Intelligent work there by Keanu Jeffers. Now it's Romain Kabi. He's launching it. Well read in the end there by Gale, however. Hawley. Shifting it past a couple well, there's the man Kevon Hawley. He's done very well to beat another. Still Kevon Hawley driving. It's still Kevon Hawley. And the referee Neil says, please don't bother me. Your goalkeeper has the ball. he literally pointed to the keeper, telling him, your keeper has the ball, leave me alone.
You have the ball.
Why are you complaining? 2-0 here, the Claw, but again, they've not been bad. They're growing into the game. They start
Oh, that's a
slowly.
good boot in by Rabbit.
They started slowly, but they're growing more and more into the game again. But those 2 lapses early in both halves have cost them. Francis gets up highest and launches it as well. Smeens is chugging. Smeens is running. Smeens is faster than everyone back there. It's come across for the Rabbit.
Oh,
It was a power up.
muffles it.
As I think
Is it
the
gonna be a
whistle
penalty?
has gone.
But it's not going to be a penalty.
It's gonna be will it be a foul just outside the area? It'll be a yellow card as well, given to one of the Claw. Is it Robinson? Is it Lynch? Or is it Francis? They were all 3 standing in a line, and a card went to one of them.
And he has called over his the captain.
Indeed. Captain and Jeffers, the player who was closest to the referee when he got the card was the man Jaheim Lynch. I'm not sure if the card was issued to him or to the players next to him. Either way, a double change is coming. The first one is going to be Gale and it's going to be Ruan, both coming out. With Gale coming out, I suspect that maybe Hawley may come over to the right side. Alright. Let's see. Is that This means we'll take the free kick. Is that Xavier who is coming?
Yes, it's Xavier. And making his debut today is Jamari.
It's Jared Smeens. It's into the wall. Xavier beats a man and gives it to Tazi. And Tazi says,
Wrong doesn't make the run.
Tazi says, you can have it back. I understand it was your first touch. You can have it back. There you go.
My.
Xavier takes the throw. Launched forward. The Rabbit chases. Richardson leaves it for Kirby.
Oh, Rabbit does well.
Richardson does very well. So who's the number 40 that came on for
Jamari, who would have played for the...
He's under 14, is he?
Yes.
He's under 14.
Yes.
Slid through here for Delaney. Francis will never this one. And he breaks up dance moves. Delaney Francis. Well, there's a goal for you. Absolutely rifles it. And he points to his brother in the stands. That's how you do it, big bro.
That's how you do it indeed. Delaney Francis with a double strike on the night. It's a 3-0.
He struck that one cleanly and he almost took the roof off.
It would have been hard for any keeper to take that one out of that V.
What I will say is that Cyril's positioning was quite poor. It was quite poor, but it was a great finish. Right into that upper corner, as hard as you like. That's a goal for you if you want one. 3-0. Romain Kirby. As again, the Claw, they were just getting back into it. What a moment of defensive discipline. And yet again, Delaney Francis capitalizes. He's on for a hat-trick as well. Smeens Up against Jeffers. Does well to retain possession. This means Francis is running, so is the Rabbit. The Rabbit up against Khalifa Francis. Defari's trying to... That's not Defari, that's Delaney. That's Delaney Francis, and Jamari couldn't quite get it under control. That's Jamari Francis. Another Francis? How many Francis are there? Where did they get a Jamari Francis? Is he in any way related to any of the other Francis in Angola?
I'm not sure about that at all.
So many Francis in football. You have the 3 Francis brothers, you have Khalifa Francis, and now you have another Francis. So many Francis, too much Francis. There's too much Francis.
Well, you have Francis, you have Gums, you have just a number of them.
Those ones the Angolan last names, you can't call them by the Angolan last name. You say Gums, think about a Billy, you have Malachi Gums, you have Kamari Gums, you have Trey Gums, you have Nat Gums. How many Gums do you want? You have Malachi Gums. There's so many Gums. You just, anyone with an Angolan last name, you can't call them by their last name. I mean, Gums, your Richardsons, your Carties, you know, those are, you really can't call them because there's so many. Delaney Francis, he's 1v1 with Rohan Taylor. Given away there by Hawley. Peters. Jamari Francis is not offside here. And referee Neil Gums calls it himself. The AR's flag did not go up.
No. Neil Gums does call it himself.
Jamari Francis had a chance for his first goal in his debut. But the offside whistle. Here's Lynch. He's launching. Robinson is running. It's out for a throw to the claw.
Still a lot of football to be played. Still about all of 29 minutes to play in this encounter.
It's one for the other ball. I guess that ball's pressure was not quite right. Yetta takes the throw. Samuel.
Out for a goal kick.
This is also something I've always needed to check. I keep saying Chadwick Samuel. Yeah. Is it Samuel or Samuels?
Yes.
I need to go. Is it Samuels or is it Samuel? We need it to load.
It's a good ball.
It's a runner. It's Smith trying to get in behind here. It's Cyril who's done brilliantly. He finds a blue shirt as well with his clearance. Jeffers runs to the Trevor Peters wall. He's done well to break through that wall.
And the referee say no.
And Jeffers looking for Samuel, and Reyes, who's not had much work to do. It's Samuels, but it spells wrong in the system.
Yes, it has. It's the W there.
It's
I know it's supposed to be U.
I'm sure it's a U.
Yes.
Oh goodness. So we don't even know if that's correct.
His name is Samuels, Chadwick Samuels.
So he's not related to the Samuel that plays for the youngsters. Because you have those Samuel sisters as well. Are they related to Chadwick Samuel?
Are they from Jamaica?
I don't know. Don't know.
No, Chadwick is Jamaican.
I don't know who I can ask though. My old art teacher. That's their mother. If it's one thing that I was not good at in school, it was art. But she bore with me. She gave me as much chance as I needed to get a good enough grade.
Carby. Kenya Jeffers. Philin Robinson.
Lovely move there by Jeffers. He's breaking away at pace again, and he will win the free kick. I don't think that's quite legal. He can't rest the man on the ground before he has the ball, Millie.
Tell Millington that. You're telling the wrong Millington that.
Well, who's gonna I think it may be Robinson to take this free kick. Robinson is there. Jeffers is
Jeffers may
the
pump this
region
one.
as well. I've seen
Could be a
Robinson.
combination.
I've seen Robinson score from this sort of range. What can Jeffers do now? He's lining up over this one. As Johnson would
He's gonna
say,
put it
like
high.
Barashaga.
He's gonna put it
Jeffers
high.
hits it.
He's gonna put it high. You could just tell, John.
Johnson would say he was lining up looking like Barashaga. He just wasn't Barashaga on the day.
Reyes hasn't been called into action a lot today, but when he has
He's done what he's had to do.
done his job.
This is going to be a problem. Those balls over the air
that's
are causing too much problems for the Eagle defense. That was a foul. by
That
the
was
way.
a foul. That was a clear push in the back.
I don't know, legally does it chuck a man in the back with two hands, but okay. Jeffers, that's a Brookfoot pass. Thankfully, Ron Taylor has a very strong foot. And Richardson now, a lot of Brookfoot passes going on. That's a much better pass than Richardson. I will say, he's not the most mobile, but I don't think he's misplaced a pass today. When he's gotten the ball, he's been solid.
Good work by Peters.
Francis has Jared Smeans running. Instead, opts for the reverse pass. Poked over the top. Jared takes a peek, has a hit, and puts it over.
But he was offside.
Indeed, he was offside.
He was offside.
Corner kick signaled by the AR. Referee Neil Gum says, no, that's a goal kick. Into the 66th minute of play here in the second half. Just approaching the halfway point.
I'm not criticizing, we can't criticize the referees, but there are some games when, games like these, when the Diamonds are playing, when Spartans are playing, there are some teams that are fast. You have to be mindful as to the ARs you're putting on those games.
We can be honest. The faster teams get hard done by a lot more often by a referee, just because of how fast the players move. A lot of offsides aren't called that should be called. A lot of offsides are called that shouldn't be called. Both players were offside.
This time the flag goes up.
Indeed. Both Jamari and Smeens in offside positions. You see a couple more players getting warm. Loose touch. He's done well enough. Here's Tazi. I'm going to call his name a lot today. Robinson.
Good work by Xavier.
Very good work there by Xavier. Francis. He's running. And it's going to find Alex Fleming here. Alex. Francis. Well done there by Jaime Lynch.
Oh, a shot to home.
Clothrope.
My.
Lynch. Looking to Brown. Brown is driving. Well, that was an accident. It's another collision, but that one a lot more intentional. That will be a free kick. Taking quickly, looking for Jared Smeens here.
Oh my! Jared Smeens!
It's the most difficult technique in football. But he should have did it first time.
Oh, good work by Rabbit again.
No, illegal work by the Rabbit. And Linton is fuming. Absolutely. It's a yellow card issued to the Rabbit. A very unhappy Rabbit he is. We don't like an unhappy Rabbit. We like a happy Rabbit.
Foul going against Rabbit on Jeffers.
He's on his haunches now, the Rabbit. Looks more like a Rabbit than he usually does. He's down on his two hind legs, as a Rabbit usually does reside. Not a happy camper at all, Jay the Rabbit. He's had a tough day. He scored a goal, taken away from him. He's got a couple hard calls against him, and he's got the yellow card. Contrasting lives for strikers. You just saw Shaquille Reed have the perfect strikers game. Another Rabbit showing you the hard side of being a striker. Sometimes everything works, you score a hat trick, you look beautiful. Sometimes you try your best, it just doesn't work out.
And Jutazi kicked away the ball, but it works in the Diamond FC favor. The ball has been kicked away, just take your own time and you walk to the next one. You are not behind the game. I would have gone for the ball in the parking lot.
Indeed. Taking a precious time with it as well. So, you know, time wasting, it's a great strategy, especially when you're up. Rarely see teams employ it here in this league nowadays.
That was not card. I think he got card for talking.
Jeffers. Khalifa Francis. Robinson wins a free kick. Taylor Robinson. Fleming does well. Now Francis. That being Delaney Francis.
That's 2 goals already, Francis.
Peters was trying to find Smeens. Tazi. Jeffers. Driving and now lays this one off for Flynn Robinson. Launched out wide for Romain Kabi. Samuels. A lovely walk there by Chadwick Samuels.
And a powder puff to the keeper.
He could have floated it over the top to the back post. Flynn Robinson was waiting on it. He wanted it. And he was wide open as well. Lynch is trying to run, but he's running with the Rabbit. And again, the Rabbit commits a foul. Oh, the Rabbit is not happy. No happy, Rabbit. The Rabbit is frustrated. Lynch was the most confused man in the world for about 2 seconds when he threw the ball to Khalifa Francis and Francis caught it. He didn't know what to do. As he's done well as Flynn Robinson. He puts a brilliant ball into the mixer and Romain Kabi can't do much with it.
Well, Chadwick has had all right to head that ball into the back of the net.
Should have. He really should have. And that's exactly what Flynn Robinson is telling him. You are the striker. You should have gotten that ball.
And for all the strikers in the league so far for this season, the worst average is the Eagle Claw.
Even for as bad, I can tell you firsthand, for as bad as Spartans attackers have been, the Claw, they just tend to waste a lot of created opportunities. They create opportunities, they just don't score them.
They have created a number of opportunities in the league, and for some reason, Samuel has had an extremely poor season.
Ever since he's left the attackers, as that throw was taken from up the hill, I'm seeing throws taking him further and further today.
Peters.
Trevor Peters, the DFC skipper. This means twisting, turning. Well, I thought Peters was a skipper. He's a former skipper. It's a drive at goal that goes wide. The DFC shift captain so much I forgot that Trevor Peters wasn't the captain anymore. I forgot it was Alex.
Why are you speaking about the Diamond FC like that?
Yeah.
The Spartans have changed almost every game.
Our captains don't change once our captain is there. When Kivoy Lake starts, Kivoy Lake is the captain. But DFC, the captain of man is on somebody new every week.
That is so not true.
Probably isn't, but I am a bit dramatic. I do remember that
75th minute of play. It is 3-0 in favor of DFC. And even before a ball was kicked tonight, they would have secured their place in the Super 4 due to the loss of Uprising losing to the attackers. But Diamonds came out and said, we don't want it to be a place where you're saying it's because you lost. We want to show you that we can secure our place for ourselves.
oh, brilliant. Smeens almost got through Francis. Jared Smeens. Smeens against Lynch, puts the ball in, and Cyril will come out first. Jeffers.
Poor effort.
Indeed, kicks the ground in frustration as well. Delaney Francis progressing the ball well.
Oh, too much weight on that.
It's a good idea there by Hawley. The change will come now for the DFC. A double change,
substitution.
actually. I think the Rabbits' night may be done.
And Harley? Is it going to be Harley? Kevoy? No.
Oh, the subs are not going to be made just yet.
So
Here's Robinson. Ships it past Alex and is driving forward. Robinson. Too much recovery pace there by Alex Fleming. DFC skipper does very well.
would have captained the national team as well in their last international encounter.
Here's Jotazi. It's still Jotazi. Still Tazi.
Millington does well.
Brilliantly well.
So the substitution will
Double
come
change.
now.
So it is the Rabbit. As I did suspect, he'll be coming out. And it is going to be Harley as well. So Kevoy Harley's night is done. You'll have to familiarize me.
Jackson coming in, and
Who's the other one?
coming in as well is
It's number 27. And he's through now, the young man. He's in behind, and he puts it wide.
What an opportunity. And his father must be somewhere around looking at his son and seeing that, oh, he threw that one away.
And the man, he turned corner there. Almost getting through. Here's Samuels. Great turn of pace there by Chadwick Samuels.
And good defensive work again by Millington.
He's everywhere, Millington. Out for a corner. Into the 79th minute of play. Just 10 minutes left in this one. 10 minutes for the Eagle Claw, really.
His father don't know a thing about football. I'm gonna sell him. He don't know a thing about football.
Just supporting his son.
His son loves football.
And it's Chadwick, and Chadwick does score. They get one back. All of a sudden, this game may not quite be over just yet. There's 10 minutes left.
It is.
And Carlos is currently fighting with Joe Tazi. He wants the ball. And Tazi's telling him, just wait. I've got something for you now. I don't think Joe Tazi is the one you want to wake up. Not if anyone out there for the Claw, I don't think Tazi is the one you want to wake up. It's 3-1.
3-1.
It's game on.
Into the 80th minute of play.
As I was just saying, there were 10 minutes for the Eagle Claw to save their season. Because had they lost today, as they had a position to do, as this means, I don't know how much numbers they're going to have for their game on Tuesday. Taylor, back to Cyril. Cyril's not been bad, you know.
He has not been.
But again, Cyril is never bad. He's always done his job. For as bad as Claw have been at times throughout their history, Cyril has not been bad. It's a free kick here to the Eagle Claw. Taylor took that one up quickly. Daz is calling for it. Taylor flips it over the top. Millington wins the initial header. Now Delaney Francis. Jared Smeens. Smeens in behind again. Jared Smeens causing some trouble to this Claw defense. Smeens cuts inside. He hits
handball.
It. They want
That's
the
a handball.
They are not going to get that from Neil Guns. You're not going to get that one. Here's Jeffers now. Jeffers trying to slide it through. Millington there first again. Here's Joe Tazi. Tazi is driving. Tazi has one thing on his mind. Drags it wide.
Was that a ball to hand or handball, Doc?
What I will say is that in a lifetime, I didn't quite see it well. I didn't quite get the angle to judge. First of all, the trajectory of the ball, and secondly, its hand positioning. So I don't know. This is one I can say that I don't know because I didn't see it. I have to get the replay on it. And then again, our lives are always easier with the assistance of replay. Referees can only see it once. We get multiple views. This means pushing it. They need to get forward to do the Diamond FC. And Francis is just out-muscled. The youngster was struggling to get past. That's a lot of man to get around. Let's launch forward and rest. And Robinson is not happy with Keanu Jeffers. Launch forward again. Delaney Francis. Has a brace today already. Peters. Richardson does well. Gives it straight back to Smeens, however. Smeens cutting inside. Goes for an audacious effort at goal. Almost caught Cyril out. Time does tick up. We're into the 84th minute of play. Ain't clear. Well, the referee assistant next to me says referee Neil Guns was correct. No pen. Inconclusive at best. Here comes Robinson. Robinson driving, great change of pace. Robinson puts it across. It's not quite cleared. Jeffers is not going to get there ahead of Francis. Francis has run all day. Oh no. And Francis, that is the correct call because he put the ball away and he just ran clean through a man. He just ran clean through Kirby. Kirby stopped moving, but the poor guy was just run over like a train. And Linton is not happy and he's going to get a cut. Well, Hall is going to get one for his efforts. Linton didn't get one. Wouldn't give it to Hawley. And now Hawley is getting his earful. He's getting his money's worth. You already got booked. Get your money's worth for the booking. Jeffers flips it in. Oh, it's all the way through. That almost got into a blue head, you know. That was close. That was just inches away from finding someone in
He's
that
gonna
blue
get a red.
yellow.
Somebody else is gonna be
Oh no, he's still going. He's still going as Hall is a second yellow. He's been sent off, and now he will get everything that he's worth. He'll get all his money's worth now. Would have been sent off. He can't get any worse. He's still going. He's still letting him have it. Kevin Hawley is absolutely fuming with Neil Gums right now. Absolutely fuming. He's been sent off the bench in the DFC's final game of the season. The DFC can't afford these last few minutes to lose their heads. Oh no. Xavier has given that one away. So the exclamations of the fans just below us. This game has certainly just woken up a little bit. Samuel, oh that's illegal. Just jerk the man back. Launched forward. Lynch misses. Smeens. Francis. Looking to send Ethan Connor through, and Cyril as well.
So they're going to take all the time in the world to go and take that throw.
They're no ball persons either. And Yatta realizes that. So Yatta says, no, you stay right there. I'll go get the ball for you. You stay right there. And I think that Neil Gums is going to Delany Francis, you know. I think he may go into his pocket, you know. It doesn't surprise me at all. I knew he was going to that pocket because he looked at it the entire way. It was completely intentional. He saw the whole interaction. Yatta going for the ball, Delany just kicking it away like he didn't want it. Of course he's going to get booked.
It's inconsistency that I've been speaking about. Jotazi kicked away the ball. He wasn't carded. Jotazi kicked away the ball. He wasn't carded.
Here comes Hawley.
It doesn't matter what stage of the game it is.
Lovely turn there by Ethan Connor. It's Ethan Connor. Ethan Connor
Goes wide.
has put it wide. Well, had he scored on his debut, his father would be a happy camper.
It is not his debut.
You told me it was his debut.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I told you it was Jamari's debut. Not Ethan.
What does Ethan play? Yes, Ethan has. It's Jamari Francis whose debut it is. I've not seen him in a while, Francis. He's been there and thereabouts. Just been Connor and Smeeds doing all the running. Kenny Jeffers loses out. He does well to recover, Jeffers. Taylor. Here's Samuels.
Jackson missing that one.
Samuels. Muscling, bustling, hustling, still trying to keep it as Samuels. It's still Chadwick Samuels. Straight at Reyes, who falls on this one. They're trying every time, wasting tactic known to man.
Who is the biggest time waster you have known on this park?
I'm not commenting on that. I refuse to comment on it.
That's offside. Every day of the week, that's offside. And that's poor positioning by the referee. His back totally turned to his AR.
3 minutes added. 3 minutes for the claw to pull this one back. 4 minutes. Well, it was three. Now it's
from
4.
3 to 4.
I guess Neil says the ball comes in looking for Yatta.
Oh.
That's lovely by Carlos. He's been good today, you know.
It's been very good.
So a lot of teams, they do opt to go for a specialist backup keeper. The DFC never really have. They've always had a player who can fill in and goal when required. They used to have it in Tashim, and now they have it with Carlos Reyes. Jeffers, not his best ball. Francis. Richardson. That's fine at Jeffers. Jeffers showing some good footwork. That's the 1-2. Can't quite get the 1-2 with Romain Kirby. Francis. This ball needs to get forward, you know. Can't afford to keep wasting time with it there. Yes, Tazi. And it's out for a throw to the Eagle Claw. Ball gets into the mixer. Taz is trying to arrive. This one blocked, and Robinson is chasing it. Robinson will get there. Still feeling Robinson. Out for a throw. Ron Taylor. Reyes again falls on it. Very tense DFC bench as the game comes to an end. Somewhere ending to what will go down as a comfortable victory here for the DFC in the grand scheme of things. And it could have been made even more comfortable had Francis gotten that ball put through, because there were 3 runners who were unmarked. Headed clear, Yatta again. Romain Kirby. Advantage played. Alex is driving. Alex can go all the way. Alex has 3 runners. All of them on side. Puts it across here for Jared Smains. Smains is on. And Jared Smains is going to put it wide. Oh, can you believe it?
He had to put it wide because it was an offside goal. It would have been another offside goal. He was in an offside position. Doctor was way offside. It's no way Jared could have been onside there.
Regardless, whether he was offside or not, that finish was awful. Should have done a lot better with that, what Jared Smains.
The ball doesn't lie.
As I said, football is the great equalizer. One last hurrah here for the Eagle Claw. Taylor throws it forward. Alex puts up. Please don't hit my car, please, Alex. I'm parked on that side. Don't hit my car. I understand. You can put the ball out there. Keep it on the field. Just don't hit my car parked behind the fence.
Through to the Eagle Claw. True taken. Heads going up. It's out for a corner. Could be the very last kick of the game.
Well, everyone's going up. By everyone, I mean the big man in France, as well as Rohan Taylor.
What the bung has to be precise with this one, and he wasn't
at all. And that is going to be all for that. First, the attackers made their statement, and the DFC made their statement. A comfortable 3-1 victory, thanks, of course, to a brilliant brace by Delani Francis. 2 powerful efforts, rocketing into the corner of the net, along with a composed finish in between them by the man in Jared Smains. This is going to be interesting to see where Hawley goes. He was given a red. He's back on the field very quickly.
Game is on. But
that is going to be all that she wrote for this one. Here at the REGTC for Friday. We're back tomorrow with the Spartans are in action. First up, they take on the Limers FC.
And then in our primetime game, it's a second of our female playoffs, and it's going to be
the Superstars.
The Superstars are up against the Little Soldiers. Well, our play of the game this evening goes to none other than Delani Francis scoring that brace tonight, and Delani Francis walking away with the play of the game. Well, it was a pleasure being in your company on the behalf of Johnson, who was here earlier, the man Doc, and I'm yours truly, the voice of choice, John Millington, handing you back to Master Control.